Thank you, Ken. It's been 7 years since Mary Lands left home, never to be seen again.
Her family is set to mark the anniversary of her disappearance in two distinct ways.
24-hour News 8's Joe LaFurgey talked with them today. He joins us in studio now. Joe?
Susie Bryan, one way hopes to bring awareness to domestic violence. The other gives the family some legal closure.
It was 5 days after we left she disappeared.
Not a day goes by Anita and Cliff Marshall don't think about that day, March 12, 2004, the day their daughter Mary disappeared.
Every moment of the day, and I've woke up in the middle of the night crying a few times.
7 years later, the Marshalls have decided it's time to put what they've known in their hearts all along on the record. They've petitioned the court to declare Mary legally dead. For Anita, it was a practical conclusion.
We knew we wanted the kids to get on with their life, and so we felt that it would ease their pain a little bit once we declared deceased, and then they could move on.
But it was tougher for Cliff.
I really didn't want to do it because I didn't know if I could take it. It's pretty rough.
So final.
Yeah, so final at the time.
Mary Land's story has been told a number of times over the last 7 years. Her boyfriend at the time, Chris Pratt, reported her missing. They'd argued the night before. Suspicion remains on Pratt, now serving time for beating up another girlfriend. But despite the efforts of police, a private eye hired by the family, and an entire community that wants to see justice, they've never been able to gather enough evidence to charge Pratt. And they've never found Mary's body. Her family's convinced she's buried in a nearby swamp.
We're waiting.
We're hoping.
Every day we get up hoping that we'll get the knock on the door.
For now, they'll invite friends and members of that concerned community to this church in Battle Creek 2 weeks from now, the anniversary of the day Mary disappeared, for a memorial service with the hope that they can protect future Mary Lands.
Hopefully some woman is involved in domestic violence and she can hear Mary's story, read Mary's story, and get out of a situation that she might be in.
And then there's this from one of the investigators, Marshall Police Lieutenant Scott McDonald, quoting here, "I can tell you I think about the case every day and every night. The case is not forgotten. I'm optimistic. I still honestly believe that there are people out there that have information about what happened. I don't know if the sands of time will wear on them to the point of coming forward, but I do believe something will break on this," end quote.